Good morning and welcome to the NuSpecian Live. I'm Jillian.
And I'm Aston. Good morning.
NuSpecies is a natural health company. We invent and manufacture our own unique line of herbal medicine and plant-based supplements. All of our formulas are designed to help your body be as resilient as possible against the toughest of health challenges. We host this Q&A every Saturday at 10 a.m. so that you can get the answers you need to your health questions because unlike what you might see a lot online, there is no one silver bullet or one perfect answer for everybody. And one good health choice for you might not be a good health choice for someone else. And so that's what we explore on our show every Saturday to support you. In addition to answering your questions about NuSpecies formulas, about NuSpecies as a company, anything else that you might be curious about, we will do our best to always provide you well-researched or at least well-experienced answers and guide you in the right direction if we're not sure. So we're so happy to have you here today. Folks join us from Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you are hearing us discuss a question or comment that you're not seeing on your screen, it's because the person might be chatting on a different platform. So don't worry about that. After an hour, Instagram will cut off. So if we continue long and you don't want to miss anything, you can switch over to YouTube at any time.
Okay.
All right. Good morning. We're hoping to get going with some good conversation with everybody here today. We've got Suzanne already. Hi, Suzanne. Good morning. Thank you. We're happy to be back. Those of you who may not know, we were on hiatus for a bit of time. We were changing our studio, making some upgrades and dealing with some life stuff. And so now we're back. And I just want you to know right now, for those of you who are over in the Westchester area, our Bronxville store is open at 10 a.m.
Yep.
So Shania, our newest team member, is there and prepared to get you your discounted products because today is the last day to get our discount, the July discount.
In the office.
In the office, yes. So you have until tomorrow if you can order online, but we're not open on Sundays, so it won't be anybody by phone to help you if you have any trouble. So if you need to place your orders over the phone today or go to the stores, then today is the last day for your discount, which is 15% off of all the full priced products. We have some upgraded formulas that we've kept at 20% off and 26% off for some time. Those discounts still apply, but then you'll get 15% off of everything else that you buy.
Right. And we're giving these discounts to help you. A lot of you are on your protocol or packages or regimen, whatever way you think of it. And we want to make sure you are on it consistently to get help. And then there's so many of you who you're taking medication or you have taken medication. It's not working for you. And we are your only choice. You're probably your only hope of getting help with the issues you have. Some of them life-threatening issues. So take advantage of the discount and please stay on your protocols or packages. And if we give you lifestyle recommendations, please follow them as strictly as you can. Okay? All right.
All right. Good morning, CA75. Hi, Jay. Good morning, Donna. Thank you so much for being here. I see a bunch more of you are on. We understand not everybody's able to chat, so no problem. We feel the vibes. First quick question. I ordered the cleanse and detoxify pills. How long should I take this product? This is safe to take every single day of your life. So this is not like a washout or a colon cleanse where you'll get like a sudden diarrhea and it's very extreme and it clears out the good and the bad. Our formula is a slow, gentle, I think of it kind of like an exfoliation of all that plastered fecal matter lining your intestine and colon wall. And that it works with your body, not for your body. Therefore, when you eat and drink, especially if you eat a lot of fiber and you're drinking a lot of water, that natural muscle movement that pushes out our bowel movements will just allow our detox product to pull off that fecal matter and help it come out naturally. So it is perfectly safe to take every single day for the rest of your life. I've been using it going on 18 years now, and as has Aston. So, and when we go off of it, we can tell the difference because it's helping compensate for a lot of imperfections in our diets. It's impossible these days to it's not impossible, but it's very hard. And most of us will never achieve the cleanest diet that we need to not need help from supplements. So I say that most of us will need that extra support. And this is a perfectly safe way to continue to make up the difference between your diet, with the fiber that might not be in your diet, and what you need to help keep your bowels moving very regularly with nice, large, soft movements, and to keep stuff from clogging up in there and creating lots of toxic situation for all your body systems.
And we can take it to another level, especially those of you who have health issues, right? So think of it this way. If you have a health issue, is because your body is breaking down, whether it's blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, cancer, whatever you have, inflammation, infection. That's another reason why you need to be on the detox. Probably the three the detox system. You probably need to be on it because it was the toxicity or acidity that caused your body to break down in the first place. So you probably still have what caused you to have the health issues still in your body. And then you are taking medication, right? And the residue of those medication is another reason you should stay on the whole package of the detox. And then beyond that, if let's say you have diabetes and it's getting worse, or any issue is getting worse, and you start getting other issues, that's another reason why you need to be on the whole detox. You need to be cleaning your whole body. You need to be cleaning your blood, the digestive tract. You need to be cleaning, your lymphatic system, which are part of all your organs, all our organs. So that's why we have the detox package for people who, may need the whole thing. And again, if you have a health issue, you should be on all three, probably until the issue is gone, because our immune system generate massive amount of free radical and inflammation, and a lot of that is not getting cleansed out by the liver or the kidneys. So another reason we have the detox system. So if you have health issues, you should be on it until the issues are gone. Whether it's one day, 1 month, 1 year, how many years, you should be on it.
And I'm going
Okay.
to quickly just show everyone. So if you go to our website, you're going to go to shop and digestion or detox, and you'll see, I don't know why we still have the capsules as a separate product, but if you click on the powder, you'll see that you can switch between the 75 gram, which is what you see here, and then the 100 grams. And this is what the 100 gram is. This is the 75 gram. Do we have a picture of the 100 gram? Here's the 100 gram. It's a violet glass, and it's a bit larger. The price costs a little bit more just because it's glass and you're getting more product, but it costs a bit more mostly because of the glass. It's not the increase in price is not proportionate to the amount of product you're getting extra. So you really would buy this one if you just really prefer glass. Otherwise, it's more cost effective to get the 75-gram powder one, which is here. And then let's see, if you go back out to, I think if you go to, I want to just go to detox as well. Yeah. So you'll see the similar products here in the detox section. And then here's the capsules, which we have a newer label now. This is just an outdated picture. And you would
Mm.
take 3 every single day.
And some people may need to take more. The powder, which I take from time to time, I can't take half of a teaspoon. I have to take a teaspoon or more than a teaspoon. So everybody's body is different. And if you're taking the powder and seeing the results you think you should be seeing, you're taking the capsule, you can call us and we can guide you on how you can start taking more safely. Well,
Mhm.
actually, you can't overdose on NuSpecies. Your body just going to flush out the excesses, but we don't want you to waste it.
Mhm.
But you call us and we can give you some guidance as to how you can up the dosage for maybe a few days or even a week. And then once you get where you need to be, you can cut back to the regular dosage.
Right. And keep in mind, because this is working with your body, not for your body, the effectiveness of this formula will ebb and flow with how bad your diet is getting. So if you are not drinking enough water, you're not moving your body through exercise, and you're not eating a lot of fiber, you might not see as significant results, but you are certainly still better off making sure you're using the detox powder or capsules than not, because whatever is coming out is most likely because of the detox. When you start to eat a little bit more fiber, drink a little more water, and then actually start moving your body, you will see a massive improvement. And that is not only because you're improving your lifestyle, but because now the detox powder and capsules are enabled to work at their full capacity. So you pretty much always are going to need it because, like I said, it's compensating for the difficulty in living a really clean lifestyle. But
Which is impossible
the yeah,
for
well,
anyone on earth right now.
I
The
don't,
environment and
as far as eating a lot of fiber, let's say
yeah.
there I'm sure it's possible there are people who are eating a completely plant-based
No, no, no.
diet,
What I meant, no,
but
what I meant is that that's great. They eat that way, but then, even when you're eating that way, we still have to contend with the number of bugs or microbes that are now floating in the air, because there are more bugs in the air now because of global climate change than ever before. So if you're not eating the way Julian is advising you, you're even in a worse situation, because those bugs are just there. They're there all the time, and that's why infection is on the rise, especially among younger people, kids. So
mm,
yes, you have to adhere to a really good diet and lifestyle, drinking water and exercising. Just go there and get your motion in, whether you walk, you
dance.
you dance, whatever you do, we need it. Everybody needs it. And if you're not doing that, the body is more likely to break down.
Mhm.
So that's why we're here to advise you. That's all we can do, advise, and we hope you take our many years of doing this, many years of experience doing this. We hope you take it divinely.
All right, Donna Hyatt says, I have high cholesterol. What is the best product to use? And I'm going to attempt to share my screen and show and pull up the
Good.
products at the same time that you
I love
are
that.
going to answer this question.
So you can see exactly what we're talking about. Wonderful.
All right, so what should she do? I will shop for her while you.
Oh,
All right.
so
Up
Mary,
to you.
Mary, we we have transition our new species
Packages.
reference manual
Oh,
to
oh.
the website as yet. I guess that's something that we have to do.
So El New would be involved.
So El New, so it all depends. So um are you able to tell us how long you've had high cholesterol, and if you're taking medication, statin, or you can also tell us how bad it is. Is it like the total cholesterol, is it like 210, 220? We could give you a consultation right here, at least a mini consultation, if you're able to do that. But yes, for cholesterol, the L-new, the detox, and possibly the milk thistle, right, Mary? That's a really good start if your cholesterol is not really really bad. And then you would take the L-new 1 ounce. You could take it in the morning or in the evening, 1 ounce daily, and you would take a tablespoon of the milk thistle. And I really advise that you should do the detox. Do the detox. You could do the detox. We call it the intestine. It's a cleanser for the intestine. You could do that. But if you do the whole package, the blood, the lymph node, along with the detox powder or capsule, you're going to see much better and faster results.
So the El New, the milk thistle, and what else you said? And the detox. Okay, so then that takes us back to this
Right,
section.
but that's not the full package, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a good start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was just showing on the screen as we
So
went.
if she's able to share any more information, I could be more specific. But that's a good starter for someone who has high cholesterol, especially if they had it for a few years. If anyone who has had high cholesterol for a few years, particles of the fat is already sticking to the blood vessels. And you all know that high cholesterol is very likely, I think it still is the number one cause of heart disease. And that's why everyone should fear high cholesterol. It just damages the blood vessels and damage the heart.
Okay.
Mhm.
Next question is, do you have a specific product that can eliminate microplastics in the body? No. What would normally, well, we know the challenge microplastics is a big problem.
Yeah,
And
nano.
similar to, heavy metals, there are normally what we would say is a body that is functioning optimally is already going to be doing everything it can to eliminate foreign matter from the body. We have an incredible set of body systems that are designed to clean and identify foreign matter and pull it out of the bloodstream, eject it from the tissues and push it out of the body. If the systems that push stuff out of the body are already burdened with a bad diet, with not drinking enough water, not exercising, not sleeping, all of the processes that normally would do this work, it doesn't matter what product we put in your body's not going to eliminate these things. So I would say the most important thing we can do is number one, which you probably already know, reduce exposure to microplastics. Um, but then number 2 would be to make sure your body is functioning optimally. So, like taking the cleanse every single day, keeping your bowels moving really well by eating a lot of fiber, which is only in plant-based foods. There is no fiber in meat or dairy. You've got to eat a lot. Like, I mean, 90% of your diet should be plant-based foods, which is the majority of edible food on this planet. So if you look that up online, I'm sure you can find tons and tons of resources on that. Exercise, sleeping, drinking a lot of water, and then stress management, all the things that would normally get in the way of our body systems from functioning optimally. If you do those things, you're going to help your body be as strong as it can be against this really challenging exposure. And these sorts of toxic exposures, whether it's microplastics or heavy metals or what are those, PF uh, PFAS, the list goes on
And
and
there's a
on.
whole class of that.
And then just pathogens, as these get more and more resistant to antibiotics, and as human activity creates new pathogens that never existed before, these are all going to be challenges that humanity is going to really struggle with. And the best thing there is going to be no one product or herb that is going to help your body against that. It's going to be an entire battlefield that you need to reinforce, which is all of your body systems staying as healthy and clean as possible to make sure your body can fight as best as it can. And then, of course, beginning to, as best you can, eliminate these things from your environment, which is really, really hard. Donna says, I will call you after the show. That's regarding the cholesterol. So,
Okay,
okay.
fantastic.
I know that's not CA75. I know that's probably not the answer you were hoping for. Um, but yeah.
Well,
But then let's just say though,
we have,
which
yes.
products would you then add in to help the body do all of that purging that it needs to do, which would indirectly help the body push out microplastics?
Right. So you need our detox system,
Okay, which she ordered or he. Sorry.
and you also need one of our LNU, whether the LNU 1, the 9, or the 25. So the LNU, it complements the detox system because the LNU helps to rebuild everything that Jill just said regarding the body system, keeping them strong, the organs. That's what our LNU formulas do. So this is the thing now. When you rebuild your organ systems or your body systems, all the organs, when you rebuild them, which everybody should do on a daily basis, you're making your immune system stronger. The stronger the immune system is the better able our bodies can fight, whether it's nanoplastics or chemicals or acids, whatever it is, virus, bacteria, cancer cells. That's what you really need. Now, these chemicals, they mostly affect like the digestive system, and then they seep off into the bloodstream. So they affect the digestive system, and then they affect other organs that replicate cells rapidly. Like, for a lot of people, for all of us, is the liver is one, right? And that's why people get a lot of liver issues. So you could just go around your body and you see those organs that get sick the most. Those organs are organs that they have high cellular replication. What that means is that if you have nanoplastics or chemicals virus, bacteria, those genes and DNA are more likely to get damaged. That's why you need our LNU formula. We invented the LNU formula to rebuild the whole body. And for you, if you identify with nanoplastics or any kind of chemicals, like a lady we spoke to yesterday who had lead and it's destroying her whole body, including her bones, and she didn't know. The doctors, she'd been doing tests for like a year or so, and the doctors couldn't discover it. So you need our LNU to rebuild all the organs, rebuild your body system, rebuild your immune system, rebuild the body. And you probably should take an ounce daily or 2 ounces daily if you have been diagnosed with an issue like that. Any one of you who have been diagnosed with any kind of chemicals, whether it's lead or excess potassium from manufacturing plants, any kind of lead, mercury, you should be taking the LNU with the detox, and you probably should take an ounce of the LNU twice daily. And then you need to drink a lot of water. If you weigh 200 pounds, you should be drinking at least 100 ounces of water daily, because now you need the high hydration to flush the system out. So everything we say here applies to everybody. It applies to kids as well, because they face the same challenges in life like we do. We adults do. It applies to all of you, all of us.
Yeah, so hopefully you didn't tune out right after I finished, because I was just addressing the fact that there was not one specific herb or product that is going to be focused on microplastics, but your body is focused on getting this stuff out. So using our formulas to support your body, like I say at the beginning of every show, to be resilient against the toughest of health challenges, microplastics are absolutely going to be one of the toughest of health challenges, if not already, that humans are facing. And so, yeah, our
It's huge.
formulas
It's in
are
everything.
Aston
Nano
invented
nano is in everything.
Aston invented our products to be some of the most powerful supplements you're going to find, because they are raw, they are organic, they are liquid, they are designed to just be very hard hitting when you use them, to give your body the support that it's been lacking for maybe many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to find that overall your health significantly improves when you have raw, liquid, plant-based nutrition flooding your bloodstream every single day. All right. Let's see what we got. I want to just make sure we acknowledge. We've got Jay here. Hi, Jay. Hi, Darnett. And then we got, wait, we already spoke to Valerie. Hey, Trevor. All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. If you're listening and you can, say hi. You don't have to have a question. We just like to know you're here, and we see your names every week, and it's really nice. We love having you here. Oh, hey, Hadley. Good morning. All right. I wanted to, while we're waiting for any other questions to come in, again, you can ask questions about anything. Hey, Whistler. Yeah. Mary says, nice to see you here, Whistler. It's so, anything that's concerning you about your health, maybe questions you have about our formulas. Are you seeing the results that you want to be seeing? Do you think you're waiting, and maybe we can tell you, hey, you should have already been seeing results, maybe we need to make adjustments? Don't be shy to ask anything about what's going on with your NuSpecies protocol. If you're getting great results, please tell us here. We love to hear success stories. We won't pressure you to come on live or anything, although if you are willing to come on and talk about how NuSpecies has helped you, we'd love to have you as a guest. We have 2 guests lined up that we've just been trying to coordinate with their schedules, but we'd love to have more. Hi, Patricia. Thank you for saying good morning.
Yeah, I have a lot of promises. I have a ton of clients who promise to come on, but it's not everybody likes to be in the public.
Yeah.
I know I don't like to be in the public eye.
But
I do this because of my duty to you to help you. Otherwise, I'd be somewhere, probably on the golf course now, or somewhere doing something else, probably running.
every time he gets upset about having to be in the public eye, I'm like, you created this, right? Like, this is all your fault.
Yeah, I created it, invented it, and then I realized that to do it right, I have to be part of it. I could just hand it off to other people. So,
Yeah.
so I have to fess up and belly up and do it and help out. So those of you who are getting great results, you should do the same. It's really important. I'd rather people hear from our clients than from us. You know, that you're getting results, you're seeing results, you have friends and family who are getting results. I spoke with a lady on Wednesday. She was a new person, got referred to us by one of you, and she was saying, "Oh, I heard that new species have thousands of people, and I've talked to people who new species help, but somehow I never thought of coming to new species for help, and now I'm in trouble because the doctors are telling me they can't help me." So if you have relatives like that or friends, don't let them sit there and waste away until it's too late. Tell us, tell them about us, bring them to us, send them to us, drive them to us. And yes, if you're getting result, it would be good for you to come on and tell the community, that you're getting help.
Mhm. And you don't even have to get into the specific details of your health issue if you don't want to, but even just a few kind words of how that we've, helped improve your health. It's good for other folks to see you saying it rather than us. Hi, Sharon. Sharon Lynch from Jamaica. Shalom, shalom. And who else we got here? Oh, Patricia says you're both doing a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, we
Now,
always what?
now take us to dinner.
We always want to know where we can improve, but certainly if you've got something nice to say, we will take it. All right, we've got two questions. First comes from so Sharon says, I need some help. I have mild sleep apnea, high blood pressure. Sharon, I think your chat got cut off because then you wrote low and plus, and I'm not sure what that means. So I'm going to go to the next question. Can you try to type that again? And I want to be sure we get it correct. Okay. Hi, Francisco. Francisco says, do you have any recommendations for a visual lipoma in the head?
So, anyone who has any kind of health issue in the head, whether you have a tumor or nodule, usually it's a tumor or something cystic, a little growth. Um, the good news is that those issues, they very often don't turn to cancer, but they can, but they really don't often do so because of the low cell replication in the brain. The brain and the heart are two organs that really get cancer. So, but if you have some, any kind of growth in the brain, it can damage nerve, and once it start damaging certain nerves, it could be the optic nerve, it could be other critical nerves for motion, for hearing, for seeing, like the optic nerve, then you have to fix it. Then usually a lot of doctors don't want to do surgery on something like that, and they don't want to medicate the brain because they don't want to destroy the neuron, the billions and really trillions of neurons in our brain. So any of you who have any kind of issue with the brain, the pituitary gland or anything, what you should be doing, you really should. And this is one case, one area of the body where I said you should pursue a natural option. And it may sound self-serving coming from me, but based on what I've seen over the years, everybody who have any kind of issue in the brain, they should really pursue a natural option. So yes, we have formulas that we can use to help you rebuild the brain. We can't promise you that the issue will go away. It could shrink, but we can't promise you that it will go away. But what we can promise you, that we can help you to fight it, get your body to fight it so that it doesn't start damaging nerves that can lead to other critical body functions. So the brain,
I'm just
yes.
double checking with him to see if it's in his head, like brain, or is it between the skin and the scalp, like just like a fatty lump?
Okay.
Just because that would change what you're about to say,
Right.
and you might go into a whole thing, and maybe it's not
Well,
that.
I'm almost done.
You're almost done. Okay.
Yeah, but whatever. But if you have any kind of cyst in the brain, anyone, having tumor on the pituitary gland is very common. So the answer would be, just keep supporting your body in a very aggressive way. Good diet, good lifestyle, and we can recommend some basic formulas you could use to support your body and support your brain, so that it doesn't get worse and start growing. The roots of the tumor or whatever it is, our cells start growing into nerve endings, and that's where the problem begins. Is when the root literally of those cysts start growing into nerve, that's when the problem really begins.
Okay. So now we can transition to, he says, yes, it's fatty in the head, not the brain.
In the head.
Yes, I'm guessing it's like a bump, like under his skin, like a fatty lump under his skin, between your skin and your scalp, Francisco. Is that what you're saying? It's just like a fatty lump there?
Yeah, get a consultation with us.
Mhm.
Let's help him to get a consultation. I can call him or he can get on my calendar. Probably the best way to do it because
Mhm.
I'm going to want to see if you have done any kind of scan to see the complexity of what it is.
Mhm.
Is it soft? Is it hard? How long you've had it? So those, the answers to those questions will determine what we recommend for you,
Mm.
rather than just taking a simplistic approach and just recommend something without understanding the complexity of it.
Yeah. Yeah, he said it's a fatty lump. Okay.
Mhm.
So Francisco, if you can reach out to us, Mary can put the phone number and email in the chat. You can reach out to us and you can send uh you could either fax or email any medical records you have regarding this, just to be sure that there isn't anything else underlying that needs to be taken into consideration. Okay, great. We'll make an appointment. Awesome. Okay. And then I wanna say that made me think, just because it's under the skin, I was thinking that my sister is gonna give us this testimonial, but she had identified, like, a discoloration of her toenail, and she wasn't sure if it was fungus or just something else just growing or some kinda damage to the nail bed, but, Aston immediately told her to just start putting El-Nu. She was using El-Nu 1, just rubbing it into her toenail and covering it up every day, and literally within days, the it was lifting and clearing, and then by the end of the week, it had, like, the nail had totally, like, lifted up, all the stuff had cleared off, she cut it, and now it's just freshly growing out.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so
she's making us look at her toe every day, so she's
that's
very excited about it. So, anytime I hear something surface level, just, like, under the skin or under the nail, like, I'm wondering if they could just rub the formula just right on the area, but
right. And I'm happy you say that, because for years now, as you know, our clients have been using new species externally and their skin. If they have rash, they have lumps, they have psoriasis, they have acne, all these different issues, even alopecia. New species is perfectly safe to be used as ointment in the skin, especially the L-Nu. The L-Nu, the colloidal silver, the vitamin E. Those are the ones that our clients over the years have used, very, very successfully. And if you have boil anywhere on your body, you can also use the L-Nu, especially the L-Nu 1 with the colloidal silver together on the boil. It will kill it. And if you have these rash, people, if you have a rash or acne, any of these issues you have, alopecia, psoriasis, these issues have a lot of virus in them that you need to kill for them to get better. So, because they're wounds on the outside of the skin, and you know that the whole universe, the air, anywhere you go, unless you're in a vacuum, which you would die, or we would die, anywhere you
no
go,
product for that.
no product for that. There are viruses and bacteria and microbes and parasites floating around all the time. It's inescapable, completely inescapable. And they're just everywhere. They're part of the air, inescapable. So if you have any rash, just assume that you have virus in them, because you do, and you need to kill the virus for those rash to get better. And that's how we've been able to help a lot of people with skin issues successfully.
Mhm. All right. So, Sharon was able to get her question back in. No need to apologize, Sharon. She said, I'm having sleep apnea, high blood pressure, and low pulse.
So we need to talk, because I need to know a lot more details about, especially the sleep apnea, how long you have it, and I would want to know more about the low pulse. Do you have a heart issue? Do you have a lung issue? Have you done any kind of surgery that could be affecting the heart, affecting blood circulation to the heart? So we should just consult, because to do it in this forum, it will take quite some time, and you may not want, and I wouldn't want you to divulge any personal information. So the best thing is to have a consultation. where I can see your labs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, next question comes from Mitchum. He wants to talk about what NuGenesis is good for. Everything.
So NuGenesis is good for everything. Actually, it is because it rebuilds the genes and the DNA, and I know that's just a very simple response. Let me give you a little more details, and it's for all of you as well. So the genes getting damaged is why we get all diseases. It's the genes and DNA getting bad. Usually it's the DNA, a strand get broken by acids or chemicals or virus or bacteria or whatever pathogens or antigens in the air, right? The genes get damaged, and that's why we get every single disease we have. Every single health issue we have relates back to the genes, people. So we have this formula that we created over a year ago, and it helps to rebuild the genes and the DNA, but it helps with other issues as well. A lot of people who take it would say it helped them with infection and inflammation. But if you're rebuilding the genes and DNA, the body will likely to heal faster. And that's why we now have included it as part of our protocol. For any health issue you have, we include it. The only exception is people who have really bad acid reflux, because it can cause a little burning if they have any kind of rawness in the stomach or the intestine. But even people with acid reflux have been taking it very successfully. So the new Genesis helps the body. It helps the body. It doesn't go to the genes and DNA and do it. It helps the body to rebuild the genes and the DNA so that the body can create healthy proteins to support all the organs. So if you have high blood pressure, diabetes, cancers, or infections, that's how this can help with the protocol we put you on to get those issues to get better faster.
Right. So similar to how L-News, or will be soon renamed Body Systems, similar to how that is overall supporting all the body systems to rebuild, New Genesis is also very foundational in I guess in a more micro way. It's sort of like the micro and the
Oh, it
macro.
is. Oh, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
The basic structure in our body is in the DNA, right? The DNA is the first structure that we believe in God makes to start making living creatures, plants and animals. All plants and all animals have genes and DNA. So the DNA is the first. So it's the microscopic structure in the DNA, and then DNA create genes. So imagine the DNA is damaged, not healthy, and it's replicating to create genes. What's going to happen? Those genes are bad. So those genes may become dysfunctional or dormant, like, people who have cancer. One of the main reasons people get cancer is because some of those genes, that are P53, they're damaged, they're turned off, because those God gave us, or whoever you believe in, give us genes to to prevent cancer, to prevent sicknesses. But when those genes are damaged, the body is not going to function the way it should. And
Mm.
that's where we come in to help to rebuild these areas, purify these areas in the body to make the body to function better. So what we do is not miracle. A lot of you say NuSpecies is miracle and all of these things. It's not. We're just doing what nature, and the universe and God, what it's intent to be. And that's what we try to do.
Right. And June says, so my L-New 9 and New Gen is a powerful package. It's a really powerful package. Yes.
You should be flying by now, June.
And she was going to answer everything when it came to what is New Genesis good for. Sharon's asking, what's the best time to call? Is this a WhatsApp number? It's not a WhatsApp number. We are working on getting a WhatsApp connection, or something like that, so that you can call us through WhatsApp. But for now, it's not. Mary, how do we call folks in Jamaica? Oh, so Sharon, sometimes folks three-way in when they have family in Jamaica, so that way they can get on the call with us. We could also just do like a straight Google Meet. Um, we use Google Meet. We could send a link and just do like a video call. Maybe we could work out a FaceTime or something. But until we get a business WhatsApp number, there isn't a direct way to call. Or we can just call you and then we just pay the international fee to reach you. Let us know if there's someone in your life that could three-way you in, and that's probably the easiest way to do it. All right, last question is
Mhm.
going to be from Trevor. What is good for watering eyes? And I imagine this will depend on what's causing the watering eyes.
Yes, we do have an eye formula, the circulation formula, along with the anti-inflammatory. But it was still good to know what's causing the watering eye. Is it an infection? Is it cataract, early stage cataract, astigmatism, glaucoma, or early stage any of those issues? If the eyes are watering, something it could be nerve, it could be nerves as well. So it would be Trevor, it would be good to know what we're dealing with, because if there's some underlying issue unrelated to blood circulation to the eye, then we will have to recommend something in addition to fix that issue, like if it's nerve, right? The eye formula we have, the circulation formula, along with the anti-inflammatory, it wouldn't fix, if there are nerve issues, it wouldn't fix that. So it would be good to know what the underlying cause is.
So we won't have time to get into that today. I will say for all of you with us, are the viewers that come on is usually that the majority of you get on after the a half hour we've been on the show, and then we feel so terrible when we get right here to the end and we want to have more of a conversation with you and we can't properly address your question because we have to start wrapping up. So if there is anything we can do, let me know. I tried to send out the notifications today closer to like 9:15 to get. I'm thinking maybe people need more time to be reminded and get home or get somewhere where you have Wi-Fi. So what is making it hard to get on at 10? Because then we can really just get right into it and make sure all your questions get answers. So if there's anything we can do to help you get on earlier, please let me know. And I will do it because I want to be able to get to all of your questions.
And if you're having issues logging on, let us know as well. We know that a few of you sometimes have had issues logging on to the platform.
Yeah, and it
So,
should be if you already go on YouTube, then we're right there. You just just subscribe to our channel, and then when we're live, you'll just get a notification telling you we're live, and you just click on it, it'll take you right to our live. If not, you just have to go to NuSpecies channel and then click on the live tab, and then you'll find our live for the day. So it should be really easy. Maybe those of you on Facebook, I don't know of anyone having trouble on Facebook. And then there's Instagram. So if any of those are easier for you, you're welcome to try any of them. And then also our team in the stores. So I know Shania in Bronxville this morning was helping someone get on. So if you ever want to utilize Ashley or Shania to just take your phone and show you what to do, they'll do that for you because we want you here. We want you here at 10. Before we get going, I just want to remind you, so today is the last day to get the 15% off all full price products in store. And then if you're comfortable ordering online and you won't need any support, you can also get the discount tomorrow by ordering online. We're just not open, so we won't be able to help you if you have any trouble. But if you're comfortable on the website, you have until tomorrow. If not, today is your last day. Folks tend to wait to the last minute, and then calls pile up and the store gets full closer to 5, 6 o'clock, and then Ashley and Shania's are overwhelmed. Bronxville is only open till 6, so try to get there no later than 5:30 so that there's time for her to check you out. And then Ashley is in Elmont until 7, and again, try to get to her before 6:30 so she doesn't get inundated right at the end of the day. And then phone calls, of course, earlier in the day. You can also go online and order your products to pick up in the store. So that way you don't need to get to the store at all today. Just go on our website and use the pickup option. So you can reserve your discount, and then Ashley will have your order packed on Monday, and then you can just show up whenever it's convenient for you, or Shania in Bronxville. So you can order online to pick up in store. So there's no rush to actually get to the store today if pickup is your preference. We keep forgetting to promote that is a new feature. It's been on the site for a few months now.
That's wonderful.
And if you haven't tried any of our new products yet, like zinc, liquid zinc, and ashwagandha, that's an herb you all have been bugging us
Asking
for years.
bucket.
We finally, we have to wait until we can find an organic vendor, and then our testing can confirm it is indeed organic. And then we have to quarantine, and then we have to make the formula, and then we have to test the batch. So eventually, and then we have to create the label. It's a lot of work to bring a new product. We've got ashwagandha in for you. So if you haven't tried ashwagandha or our liquid zinc yet, you can get them at 15% off this weekend.
Well, credit to all of you. You did buy out the first or whatever second batch that we brought in.
Yes,
So
that is true.
we got to give you credit for that.
Yes.
You're moving them.
That is true. But
Yeah.
I know there's
And I've been taking it too.
Yeah. There's new viewers every day. So those of you who don't know yet, those are 2 new products. You can find them on our site. Zinc will be under the minerals, vitamins and minerals section, and ashwagandha will be under the herbal extracts section. And then I will give a little bit of plug. We have a surprise new product coming that Aston is working on. It's probably a few months out because we're sourcing organic ingredients right now. But some products that I've been working on that will be coming out even sooner are the herb rose hips. Rose hips is a whole food source of vitamin C. So you know that we carry liquid vitamin C, but it is extracted from its original food source. So those of you who prefer a whole food source of vitamin C, I'm going to be bringing rose hips into our product line. And then also just a greens powder. So like a super greens powder that you can mix into water or mix into your smoothie. This would be, it's a source of all kinds of nutrients, but primarily our goal would be to provide you with a whole food version of B vitamins. So as you know, we do carry liquid B vitamins, but they are extracted from their original vegetable source because there are people who want to know exactly how many milligrams they're getting of each B vitamin, which can only be done if they're extracted and then tested. But other folks don't care about that. They just want a whole food source of B vitamins. So I'll be bringing in this greens powder product so you can do that instead if you want. So those are some little upcoming announcements that we're excited about. And June is saying, "Yay, greens powder!" Francisco, what product is like a multivitamin? So the L-Nu formula is like your superpower multivitamin, multi-mineral, your comprehensive all-in-one nutritional supplement. But if you're looking strictly for a multivitamin, you'd get the B vitamins complex with vitamin C, which actually once the newer labels get on our newer batches, the name has been changed to multivitamin because let's see if I can bring this up on the screen because it actually is a multivitamin. We also include alfalfa in there. And between the alfalfa, so here you just go to shop, vitamins and minerals, and this B vitamins complex with vitamin C is actually a multivitamin. So this is what you'd use. And this is the one where the label eventually is going to switch and it's just going to be called multivitamin because between the full B complex, the vitamin C and the alfalfa, you're getting all the vitamins you could need on a daily basis. So that is what you'd use as your multivitamin, Francisco. All right, we have to wrap up. Thank you so much for being here and for this engaging conversation.
Yes, and thank you very much. Don't forget to ask friends and family anywhere they are in the world to join, and especially if they have health issues, ask them to join so they can get some information as to what they can do. And from time to time, like you heard today, we're going to give you advice as to what you can do at home, to help yourselves, like drinking more water, eating better foods, like Jillian went into all the fiber that everybody should be consuming. So ask them to join, even if you think they won't buy NuSpecies, doesn't matter. Education, knowledge, information, all that matter. And it's good to have this information, especially your friends and family, so that they can, help themselves and help their children. All right.
Absolutely. Francisco says great info. Thank you, Francisco. That is what we hope for. This show, the agenda is your agenda. So we come on prepared to say stuff if you don't ask us anything, but mostly we just want to talk about what you want to talk about. And then the goal is that then becomes great info because it's what you need to know. Mm-hmm. So you can submit your questions anytime on our app. If you haven't downloaded the NuSpecies app yet, please do. You can also allow notifications directly from our app if you're not someone who likes text message marketing or you're not on our email list, which you can also join from the homepage of our website. But if you're on our app, you just scroll down on the homepage and you'll see a submit a question form. Just click the button and if you're just in your normal day throughout the week and you think of something you had wanted to ask us, just submit it directly through the app so that you don't forget, and then we'll bring it up on the show the following week. All right, everybody. Thank you so, so much. It has been such a pleasure to be with you today, and we will see you next weekend at 10 a.m.
All right. Bye bye.